Hello, I'm Maria from the Rich and Simple Living, and I thought what we do today is go and sort these potato bags out, see if we've got any potatoes. Did 4 sacks, and they're not very big bags, quite small bags, but they've grown so big. They've had the flowers have died off. There's no sign of green potatoes now, so I should think they're okay to pick now. And it's been a bit of an experiment as well, because we've not bought potatoes like earlies, middles, lates. We've not bought any of them. These were just potatoes that we had ourselves, that we took out of a sack, because we buy sacks of potatoes and they're not bad, because we only pay £5.50 for a great big sack, and they're like farmers' potatoes, so we get big sacks and we just use them. That's why we don't worry too much about growing potatoes, because I think we get so many for such a good price that potatoes really is on the lower end of our list for growing, because obviously we're not spending much out on potatoes at all. But anyway, we thought we'd do an experiment, because some of the potatoes started chitting, and we thought, oh, we'll try growing them in those sacks, because I've had these little green sack things around for ages, well, years, and not been used. So I thought, oh, I'll have a go at growing them. So we did. So I've got 4 of them. The tops are massive. So if you want to come with me, we'll go and see what happens. All right then, let's have a look what is happening in here. Cool, how can you lift it up like that? It's so heavy. See if I can get to a position where I can see. You're just tipping it, or you're going to pull a plant first, see what's on the end of it. I hope they're ready, because the flowers have all gone back. Oh yes. Oh, I've got a bag somewhere behind you. We have potatoes. Lovely. See how many we do get from one bag. What we want to do then is refill it, and I've saved some potatoes from a sack, and we're going to plant some more. See if we can get some late autumn ones then. Don't have a clue what make they are. They're just normal potatoes we bought in a sack from the local farmers. So I don't know what kind they are, because you get all these earlies and mids and lates. They were just potatoes we left to go to seed. So we'll see what we get out of them and how much we get out of them. Nice little salad potatoes, aren't they? Don't want the worm. Going to need to buy some more compost. Although we'd perhaps put some out of the compost bin at the bottom. It's a nice size one. Anyone for chips? Don't know whether any of this. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, if we just tip it, sort of root through it, then we might refill it and see what's what. So wriggle it. Some are small and haven't done anything. Like there, they've not done nothing. So we definitely got some potatoes. I'm not sure if we'd have left them longer whether they'd have done anything, but then they flowered. So got some nice ones there though. I'm not complaining.
It's the old one, look.
Get the old one, didn't it rot away? They're nice they are. Make a nice garlic and herb sauce. And
you like them as a salad.
Yeah, with a nice garlic and herb sauce. put them in. So what I need to do, sort some herbs to grow herbs. And I've never grown garlic. That's something we've been discussing, whether to grow next year some garlic to make our own sauces and things, which I think would be a good idea. So, just where to put it. Yeah, nice, aren't they? I'm not sure whether now to empty the other 3 behind me or to leave them a bit longer. I'm not sure.
They get some more in then.
Yeah, that's what I want to do, because we've saved some, haven't we, that have chitted well, and put them in from same farmer's sacks of potatoes, and
You just get rid of this.
leave them over winter, not over winter, but into autumn, and see what happens. I don't know about putting them in the compost bin, because if they're seeding them, we'll have potatoes growing out of the compost bin.
They're seeding them, is they? Just stuff them like that.
I'll put them in the brown bin, recycling bin. It's like we've got little tiny potatoes there, little weeny ones that haven't grown. But then if we use some of this soil and put it back in at the bottom, any little seedlings like that may grow. It's surprising what happens in a garden. That's why there's never no rights and wrongs. Everyone's garden's different, and lots of people have different methods, but everyone has a method that works for them. Something's been eating my tops of my swede, look at that. The butterflies, I saw a butterfly on one of my cabbages the other day. I thought, oh no, here we go. But at least with the swede, you're actually eating what's under the ground. I don't eat the leaf. So we're going to tip them all, are we? Do you think that is okay to use again? But it's only a potato, and if we're putting potato back in, we should be okay. There's some lapping, is it? Grow extra. Shall we up the back when you can get in? Mind you, we'll only want a bit in to start with, won't we? But we'll put all back in there for now and see.
Oh, there's one.
You missed one.
Where's he gone?
Oh no. Oh, it's a bit small. I'll show you what's in the bag from one sack. There we go. That's not too bad, is it? Not too bad at all. Actually, really nice they are, like new potatoes. Lovely on a salad. I've got to plant some more lettuce. That's something I've got to do actually. Put some more in. The second lot are growing nicely. The first lot, some have gone to seed or on the way.
Oh, lift another bag now.
I don't think so. It won't do my earning much good. Right, let me come out of the way. I'm on the wrong angle. Let's go around here. Top's grown massive, absolutely massive. You look how big all that is. And the bag's right down there, and they've grown right up there. Massive. Right, what have we got in this one? The only thing being where we put them, we have to keep watering them regularly, even though it rains heavy, because if we look up, there's a lip on the roof. And so down there, sort of along the level of the lip, the rain doesn't get under there. And these potatoes have been drying out quite quickly, so we have to keep watering them. Not got no potatoes in that one. Oh, there's some here, look. There they are, hiding. I think we'll definitely put them others in and give them a grow and see what happens. And it's like an experiment, isn't it, really? Experimenting with them. Because these were an experiment, just put the ones in that chitted and see what happened, if they'd grow into any sort of decent potato, which they have. And I thought, well, we'll shove another lot in now. It's in July, and then they might be ready sort of end of September. Pull them then and see what happens. Because, I mean, if you look on the end of that root that you're chucking in the bin, let me just have a look. Swing around. Where is it gone? Like there. There's all like tiny little bits, isn't there, of potato forming, which haven't actually formed. But they've done all right now. I'm happy enough with them. And there's no green ones now. Well, not in these two that have just gone through anyway. Oh, I'm going to take to there, look. I'll have to buy garlic and herb sauce, but really I should make my own. I need to grow some garlic. Oh, I see one down there. Good, there, look. That's it. They hide from you. I'm not sure how well you can see what we're doing because it's sun's behind me and I can't see very well. Spade? I don't know. Tell you what I'm going to do while he's messing around with them. I'm going to show you my broccoli. Let's go and have a look at my broccoli. Can't believe it's a nice day today. The sun's actually shining, and look at all these pansies that are coming out. The colour is amazing. And look, the marigolds starting to come out. They were just getting taller and taller, and I thought, oh, are they ever going to flower? But I don't know. If you look down here, and it looks better the other way. The colour along the fence with the pansies, gorgeous. Anyway, I'll show you my broccoli. Let me look down there. Zoom in. I'm not sure if you can see that because the sun's on me. Yeah, I think you can. Look at that. It's forming beautifully. I shouldn't be long before I'm picking that. Everything's coming along nice. I can't tell what ends where and what begins where. It's so overgrown. So much for leaving gaps in between for pathways. Look at it. You can't tell where any of the paths were. And I've took the nets off the raspberries as well. We've tied some of the loose ones up to the poles. So, yeah. Well, he's just digging through that soil, so before he empties the other one, I'll show you a bit more what's going on. See these old lettuces? They're all going to seed now. But they're the new ones in between, and they're coming on a treat. So I might just manage to get, there's a good lettuce up the top there. So I might manage to get a good lettuce. And then the rest can be thrown to the chickens and that. They like them for a treat. So let's have a look. We're having to water the beetroot because it's going a bit limp. And even though we've had some really heavy rain, it isn't getting into the beetroot. Oh, looks like my tomato plant's bent over again. Keep tying it and it keeps bending. They're not doing so well. I'm getting flowers all the time, and the same with the cherry ones outside, but we're just not getting any tomatoes as such. The flowers don't seem to be forming in tomatoes. I did have a couple on here, there, look. So I've got a couple, but everything's so soft and I don't know, bent. It's not like it normally is, but what I was going to show you anyway. Look at that. I have a cucumber and that's ready to come off now. And I've got one there coming. Brilliant. They're growing lovely. I would like to try growing them outside, but our English weather, I just don't know. I just don't know at all. I'm not sure what's wrong with these tomatoes. Last year I bought some ready done and well, they were small plants and they all went brown and horrible. So I thought, I'll go back to grow my own, which I did. And now they're all weird, sort of droopy. I don't know if he's emptying another one. Let's go and have a look. I'm going to have to tie the tomato up. It's gone over again, the tomato. That one looks nice and wet.
Camel.
It does look like camel, but it's chicken milk. It's all manure. Oh, there's a big spider there. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Going down there. Don't let him near me. You've chucked him in there now. Oh, grief. I'm never going to put my hand in there, that's for sure. Might decide to have a family in there. Oh, there's a nice big one. I mean, there's not as many as I'd have liked, but then this is like an experiment because we used potatoes that we bought. But I mean, can't grumble. I mean, look there. Can't grumble really for free potatoes. Yeah, some of them are quite big, others are nice small. But I mean, you can take your bigger ones out and use for whatever you want to use in main meals, and your smaller ones for salading. Not that small though.
That's about your size, that is.
I eat bigger potato than that. I like potatoes. I've always liked potatoes. The soil's quite good. Because did we put part composting soil that we made in there, didn't we?
Yeah,
With the chicken muck, yeah. And then we just topped it as they grew with ordinary compost. But there is a lot of little baby ones on that, the ends of there that haven't formed into anything. I mean, as they're going in to the bin, you can see. Well, you could see till he chopped it up. Right, here goes the fourth one. Let's see what that one's like. I think these have been in since April, I think. Oh, there's all creepy crawlies in them. I hate creepy crawlies. I know some are good for your garden, but as long as they keep away from me.
Break it in half.
That's a nice size one, isn't it?
There's the old one up.
There's a lot of ants about. I notice in our garden this year we're getting black ants and red ants. We don't normally see red ants, but there's both this year. I don't know whether it's the weather. It's made them worse, I don't know. They're everywhere. The little blighters been eating my strawberries. Fair few, aren't they? The soil looks nice and rich, nice and dark. But it's a mixture now of our own compost and shop bought compost. But it seems to have gone all right together. Covering me in it. Got more on that. That's a big one. So once these are done, the next thing now is we'll replant them. Well, replant some new ones. Right, so try and show you. I've got quite a good bag of potatoes there. I don't know how much that is a weight, but don't want to hold it in one hand too long. Yeah, quite nice. Larger ones and smaller ones. Small ones are great for salad, and larger ones peeling to boil or mash. Whatever. So yeah, pleased with that. So now we're going to start an experiment and put the same kind of potatoes in again, and this time leave them till around about the end of September. Right, I'll just show you the potatoes we've got now, chitted, all wrinkled up and chitted. We're going to put 2 in each bag, which has got to take some of the earth out first. And then we're going to put 2 in each bag. Well, actually it's 2 in most of them, except for the last one, we've only got 1. So if we plant chit side up, is it? then cover them. We do anything anyhow in this house, but we always get results. There's no need to try and be a perfect farmer. That should do it. That'd be enough. I won't put too much on it. We build it up as they grow then. Yeah, put them back and do you want me to hold them? Whoop. Try not to break the chip. You can see where it's all forming. You can see all the new leaf coming on it already under the chitting. So, what have you dropped?
Some potato somewhere.
It's all a potato. Ah. Every little one. Right then, make sure the chit's side up so it can grow. That one's already, looks like it's starting to grow, that one, doesn't it? And then what we're going to do is just leave these in until hopefully the end of September, and we'll see what they produce. Just an experiment really. See what's what. I mean, you could go and buy all these earlies, middles and lates from the shop, but if you buy them you need to keep some and keep them going then yourself. You don't want to keep buying them. If you want to sort of be self-sufficient-ish, you need to try and keep your own seed potatoes going so you're not having to buy them every year. But we've just done an experiment this year using potatoes we'd already got. Maybe next year I'll buy them in the right seasons and then just try and keep our own going year in, year out. We'll see. I'm quite pleased with the results of these. So, it doesn't matter if one of those little seed potatoes going from last time, they might grow. Yeah, well, that's quite full really. Just got to give them a watering then after, but the sun's bright at the moment. But that's another thing. Some people say you shouldn't water them in full sun, and others say it's fine, and everybody's got their arguments for and against. Well, we've done both, so we've never had no problems, whichever we've done. I do tend to water in the evening because it's cooler for yourself to be outside in the evening rather than the heat of the day. But if I've had to water in the day, I've certainly done it. There we go. They just need a watering now, and they're, yeah, for now they'll be okay. Do them later, yeah. So there, that's them. So that was the potatoes. They weren't too bad really in the end. I mean, we've got sort of over half a carrier bag full, which isn't bad for an experiment, and for saying, you know, like we only pay, what was it, £5.50 for a big sack of them. Not bad at all. Can't grumble, can we? Some of the potatoes are quite big, so we can use them for peeling and chipping or mashing, you know, or just boiling to have with a meal. Others are small, so we just scrub the skins on them and boil them up and use them for salads. So can't grumble, not bad at all. So, and as you've seen, we've replanted some more. We had a few in the sack, and so we've put them in now, and we'll see what happens with them. Probably about the end of September, they might be ready if I go on the same time period that these took, because I wasn't absolutely sure how long to leave them. I just had to wait till they flowered, flower die back, and just poke and see that they weren't green mainly, and which obviously they were okay today. So yeah, I'm quite happy with them. Not bad for an experiment. And like I was saying though, with potatoes, if you're going to do your earlies, middles and lates, I'd have to buy some, and then I'd have to keep reproducing my own from them. So keep a few back to purposely go to seed, start chitting, and try and keep them in a dark place over winter so they can chit. And then regrow from there next year. I'd have to sort of get a programme going, because otherwise, like I said, you know, if you're buying them every year, you're defeating the object, aren't you? Then sort of trying to be semi-self-sufficient, or being as self-sufficient as you can be. So these are the little things that help you along. Although ideally, I think we could do with an allotment. I was just saying this to Dean. We just went back up in the greenhouse to tie that tomato plant up, which isn't broken, it's just bent over. And I was saying to him, really we could do with allotment, but the only downside to that is we haven't got the time. I mean, we had one before, but Dean's working full time, and I'd got the other children, well, Sean, she was little and at school, and you just don't have the time. You're running backwards and forwards, do this and that, and then you've got to think, oh, I've got to get down the allotment and water everything. I mean, if you've got your days free, it's okay. If we can get into a routine of what we're doing, it won't be so bad. But they're all things to come, and we're planning everything now. Like this year, we've set ourselves off as an experiment to make notes of what we can do and what to do next year. And gradually, as time passes, we'll build up a way of getting more self-sufficient. I mean, we'd never be fully self-sufficient, that'd be impossible, but food-wise, if we can be as self-sufficient as we possibly can, then that'll be a really good thing. So yeah, it's all experiments, isn't it? Trial and error. So that's the today's video for today. We'll see what tomorrow brings. I don't know. It was quite nice today because I was expecting it to rain, so I thought, oh, we'll have to think of something we can do indoors. But it's quite nice, so I thought, well, we'll get those potatoes done. And also, what I've done today, before I go, I'll tell you, I've been out to B&Q and got the things I need to start the hallway. So, oh, I'm dreading it. What's going to go wrong? I mean, the kitchen, we ended up with holes in the walls. It went on for weeks and weeks, and I got quite depressed with it. And then with this, well, is now the dining room again, that was the living room, and vice versa with the other room, we had the issue with the carpets. I don't know what's going to go wrong in the hallway. I'm hoping it's straightforward. We can do it in a good long weekend. I said to him, next week now we'll make a start on it. We'll get everything in ready this week and take a breather before it all begins. But the sooner it's done, the better. So probably next week you'll be seeing some vlogs on that. Bit of home life. A bit of stressful home life. So yeah, anyway, we'll leave it at that for now, and I shall see you with another vlog tomorrow. I can't remember what number we're on at the moment for my little personal challenge of 30 days. I think today's number 12, so tomorrow I'll see you for number 13. So take care everybody, have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.